just finishing up with my skin prep here. Now a little bit of sunscreen. It's Kula. I got it off a Fun Fit Fab box. Anybody remember those? I used to love those. A lot of the comments I get when I'm doing like my putting some makeup on for the first time or trying new things, everybody says, oh, that's just way too much makeup. I could never do it. So today I thought I would do half my face with traditional way of putting your foundation on and the other half with, oh shoot, I'll tag her in it. Anyways, the way she does it, priming the brush, okay? So the first way is just to take it and, you know, put it on the way you would normal. And then take your brush and blend it in. There's nothing wrong with this at all. It's just for somebody who doesn't like a thick coat of makeup. That was e.l.f. Soft Glow, by the way. And this covers everything. So you're starting with no discoloration, no nothing. It's just the redness is gone, everything. I still have a nice healthy glow. Now the way she says to do it is you prime your brush. A little bit on the back of your hand. You don't need a lot. That might even be too much. That's okay. Only use what you need. And you take your brush and you smush it down in there. And then you just start where you want to hide some stuff, right? It gives you more of a natural, I'm not covering everything, because our faces should have some flaws. They should have some natural color coming through. Okay, so I'm going to start down here at my chin. And wherever you start is going to be the heaviest application, because it's got the most in the brush. And you can do swirls or stipple. Now I have a lot of discoloration in here, so I'm going to go in there. And kind of just swirl it up around, get my ear a little bit. My hair will not be up today, but, and then I'm going to go to my nose. My nose is always very red, so I do want that to be taken care of. Little bit up here. I don't need a lot. A little bit right here. But we can still put concealer and stuff on, okay? So just do your face. Now, I kind of like my rosy cheeks. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just going to touch up a couple of the areas. Maybe just a nice soft, nice and soft. There. See the difference? Now for your concealer, so this is what I would normally do on this side of my face for concealer. There's a lot of concealer in here, so I'm using very little. And I touch right there. And I touch right there. And I blend it in. Keep it in the place you want it. Okay. Still, nothing at all wrong with this, but it's full face. I'm putting product over top of product. Here, let's do it the other way. I'm just going to take my concealer. It's an e.l.f. concealer. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to prime this brush here. Add a little bit more to where you know you're going to need it, which for me and most people, around my nose, very red in there, around my lips, you know, because we eat, we drink. Up in here. And a little bit on the eyelids. I always do the eyelids last, and the reason why is because she said if you don't, it gives way too much product and it'll end up creasing and looking horrible. Okay. Are there any other spots maybe? Right there maybe. There. Are you seeing a difference? Let's finish up. So even though I still have some, I still have my cheeks showing through here, which we want, I'm still going to add a little bit of color to my cheeks, okay? This is SheGlam. I don't know what color it is, what shade. I can list them if you guys want. And here I'm just gonna, a little bit over my natural redness. Now she's not wrong. This is just beautiful. One is just more natural and one is a little bit more thicker. Is that what I'm going for? Let's add a little bit of bronzer. This side I'm going to put right on my face. I should have done that before the blushes. Oh, whatever. And then there's that. Okay, so a little bit just to give me some dimension. Now we'll blend it in. Beautiful, darling, beautiful. So I'm going to put it right on my brush. Da, 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 da. Prime it in, tap it off. Now I have control. And I'm only putting it where I want it. Okay. The other brush just to make sure it's blended in nice. And we're going to go in with some setting powder. On this side, I'm just going to just in a couple spots where I don't want to be shiny. And how some of us would do it on the other side is with a puff. Not everybody, but some of us, including myself. Get rid of the excess. I'm not going to do anything different than I normally do. And use the puff. Press that in. Now, if you're going to spray, I'm going to cover this side because this is how I normally would spray. This is an e.l.f. Fix Last. Now, how she sprays is she goes from up here and just let it catch. Very little. Okay, now let's put a little bit of a natural eye on and see the finished look. See if you see a difference. And there's the finished look. This side was just, putting the makeup right on my face, blending everything in, layer on top of layer. Wow, so nice. And then this side was priming my brush. So just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. Ooh, look at all the powders I left on there. And priming it into the brush and then just spotting it on where it needed to be. Just covering the flaws that I wanted to cover, but still have a lot of my natural skin show through. And it's where I see the biggest difference is in my cheeks. Like, I cannot recreate my natural cheek no matter what. And I think that is a pretty gorgeous natural cheek. Try it. Try it, try it, try it. You choose. Which one do you like the best? Give it a go. See what you think. And then let me know. I'd love to hear about it. If I can do this, you can do this. Have a lovely day.